Hello everyone, welcome. It's Juliet here, and today I'm very excited. We are going to be looking at Eureka Crystal Beads' latest light collection that just came out today. So these are not subscriptions, these are just single collections that you can purchase off the Eureka Crystal Beads website, and they always are so beautiful. They have so many different colors, and I love their themes. Their themes are great, and they're really value packed. The amount of beads that you get in these packs, even the light ones, is really impressive. So the collections usually include seed beads. They include things like either cabochons or rivolis, crystals, that sort of thing. They'll have findings, they'll have Czech beads, they'll have Chinese crystal beads, they'll have all different kinds of beads in it. And so at the beginning of each month, they release a full, larger collection, and then mid-month they release a lighter collection that costs a little bit less. It's a little bit of a smaller collection. And so that's the one we're going to be looking at. So I've cut the bag open, but I haven't yet taken it out, so we'll both be looking at the same time. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is called the Fairy Lake Beads Collection Lite. Aga at Eureka Crystal Beads told me that she's 90% sure that I'm going to love this collection. So I'm going to trust her on that. I'm pretty sure I will, but she knows kind of what I like. So, all right, so here we go. So this is the inspiration photograph. I love that. That's so cool. I love these big flowers, the little fairy, and the kind of moody feel of this photo. Really, really nice. Okay. I was completely obsessed with fairies when I was a kid. I really wanted to become a fairy. I wanted to turn into a fairy. Anyway, let's pull this out. So first of all, in here, sorry about the noise in the background. First of all, in here, you're gonna find your sheet of paper, and it has a little inspirational paragraph about the collection. And then when you open that, then it tells you the Fairy Lake Collection Lite. And then you can see here we're getting lots of seed beads, some bugles. We're getting a bunch of Czech glass. We are getting some Krakowski crystal. We're getting some Chinese crystal and some findings. So you're getting 19 items in total. Everything here has the SKU number, so you can find it on their website, but you can also cross-reference this number to the item that is in the bag. So they all have a numbered sticker, like this one's number 15, which will be these bicones here, okay? Also, when you look at the collection on the website, if you scroll down, it has every single item there, and you can just add things from your cart if you need more of something, or you really like something or whatever, okay, so then you're going to pull out the little baggie that has all the little items inside, and I don't know how they packed this so beautifully. Oh, look at that green. That is stunning. Looks like a green, pinky, purple colorway mix today. So, oh, I just love it. I do. I love it, Aga. You're right. Okay, I'm going to open everything out and we'll look at it a bit closer. Okay, here is the full collection laid out for you, and you can see how beautifully they've tied into the photo. They've got the blues, they've got the greens in here, and the lighter pinks and purples in here, and absolutely gorgeous collection. I really like this collection a lot. Okay, I'm going to quickly run through everything for you. So starting over here with our seed beads, we have some Yuki Delicas this month, a whole tube, DB1494. They are calling this color, Miyuki don't have official names for their colors, but they are describing this as opaque pale rose. Absolutely gorgeous color, very delicate, nice pink, kind of a tea rose kind of color there. And then we are getting some Miyuki mixes. So this is a mix of 15O size beads. This is the Passion Flower mix. So you can see in here, it's just a bunch of different colors of 15Os, kind of purples and pinks, bit of peaches, and I like this mix. I have this mix already in 8Os, and we are getting some 8Os as well. So I can add this to my current stash. But I love this mix, and I use it. I've used it a few times. It's very, very pretty. So you're getting not only the 15Os, but also the 8Os, which is very nice because it's always awesome to have things that go together. Then we are getting some Preciosa Czech 11O seed beads, and they are calling this color Pearl Turquoise Jet Terra. And this is really difficult to describe. It's a very dark, almost like a dark gray, charcoal kind of color, but it does have a turquoise tint to it, which is kind of subtle, but actually it's a very, very nice color. It almost reminds me of like a dark suede or something like that. Really lovely though. I mean, you wouldn't think that a dark gray would be pretty, but it actually, it is. It's a very, very pretty color. Okay, and then on the same kind of lines here, along the same lines here, going into our Czech glass beads, we are getting some Starman mini duos. So these are just like super duos. They're just smaller. Most of you know what mini duos are. And these are Pearl Coat Steel Blue, but look at this gorgeous color. So pretty. I just love the finish on that. So these seed beads that I was struggling to describe are kind of like this, but a little bit darker. These are a little bit lighter, have a little bit more of that blue in them. But both very, very nice. And then we are also getting some of these are Czech Twisted Long Bugle Beads. They're 15 millimeters. And obviously you can see the twist in them. This is the silver lined turquoise green. And aren't those gorgeous? I just love those. I think I've only ever used this length once before. So I'm super excited to try these out and figure out some fun designs for those. I just love the twist in them. It really gives it that extra bling, you know? Then we are getting a strand of the Chinese crystal rondelles 2x3 millimeter, and you guys know I love these. I love designing with these. They're so easy to use because they're so small. When you just need a little pop of something in a design, and you get a full strand, which the strands are really, really long. Mine's falling apart, but this color is so pretty, and this is called Teal Metallic, which kind of makes sense. But so you can see it has like a partial metallic finish, but very, very pretty, kind of rich green, a green kind of hinting towards the blue. Very pretty. And then also here, back into our Czech beads again. This is really fun. I love these. This reminds me of a Christmas tree. Okay, these are baby bell flowers, and obviously Czech glass, 4x6 millimeter. The color is called Glow Green Tanzanite. So as you know, Tanzanite has a purple tint to it, and these do have like a purple tinge on them, which kind of gives these flowers a little bit of depth, in my opinion. So you get a whole strand of those, which is 50 on a strand. But aren't those pretty? Love that. This would be great to use for a fringe or something. Yeah, we're we're going to figure out what we're going to do with those. Also, Czech glass beads. We have some 2mm drooks here. Drooks are just glass rounds, kind of Czech glass rounds are called drooks, okay, D-R-U-C-K. These are suede gold fuchsia red. Very, very lovely. Nice fuchsia color there. Then we are getting some 3mm faceted fire polish beads, also Czech, and this color is called Milky Pink. Very pretty. This is a little bit more peachy, but it still goes well with the delicas that we got, in my opinion. Just gives a little hint of warmth, and some of the beads in here you can see match really well in the mix. Kind of, we have like similar, more sort of peachy pinky colors. So this is all your flowers that your little fairy is going to be looking at. Okay, let's move on to our Krakowski crystal, and we are getting a lot of Krakowski crystal. We are getting 2 different colors of our 4mm bicones. So first of all, we are getting this gorgeous, they're calling it Caribbean Waters, which is a lovely greenish blue. Very, very pretty color. And we are getting a beautiful pink color as well, which they are calling Dark Rose. Very pretty. These are really lovely bicones. So both of those are 4mm, and you're getting 72 of each color. So 72 green, 72 pink. Then here we have a pair of 12mm Rivoli, and these are called Deep Sea Blue, and we are also getting, you're getting 6 of these, but I'll just show you 3. You are getting some 8mm Chaton in the same colorway. So that is the Deep Sea Blue, and all of these are coated on the back. These are really nice, good quality crystals, and the Chatons have the point back on them. Okay, so you're getting 2 of the Rivoli and you're getting 6 of the Chaton. And then we are also getting a lovely 18 by 13mm oval fancy stone here. Very, very pretty. This is the blue zircon. Again, coated on the back. And we are also getting some lotus flower. These are light rose lotus stones. They are 14mm around, and you can see why they're called a lotus. They have that lotus print on the inside of them, and I absolutely love these. I've always loved the lotus stones. They give such a nice look. Now you will notice these are point back. These are kind of shaped more like a chaton, but they are large. They're 14mm. But aren't those gorgeous? Love those too. Okay, so that is all of our crystal, and then we also have our findings. So today we are getting, in this light collection, the findings are all in a platinum plating. So they're all these are all really good quality. Okay, so first up you are getting a really lovely magnetic clasp with a rose design, and the design is both on the front and the back, so it looks good no matter which way it's turned. You're also getting a lobster claw, again in that platinum finish, which, you know, this one's good if you have something bigger, but sometimes you need something a little bit more lightweight. If you're doing something a little more dainty, you're going to want that instead, or maybe for a necklace or something. I mean, I don't know. I probably, you know, would use that for a necklace. And then you're getting some of these long kidney earring hoops. So you're actually getting 2 pairs of them. So 2 pairs of kidney hoops and 2 clasps in this collection. And that is everything Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I always say I think that the collections usually go very quickly. The colors in this with the blues, the greens, the pinks, this is going to go very quickly, I think. So if you really want to get the collection, they usually don't hang around very long. So I would go and get it and just, you know, it's a Christmas gift to yourself, okay? I'll put a link down below so you can go grab that now. And I will see you guys. We will be making a couple projects using some of these beads. So if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and come back and see what I make with this. And I'll be showing you what you can make with it as well. So, all right, guys, take care. Bye.